Hey YouTube land, it's Stygimoloch here doing another action figure review. Now I haven't done one in quite a while because I've been down sick for a small bit, so I'm trying to catch up to date with stuff that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks and stuff that I've wanted to review, old stuff and new stuff kind of thing. So without further ado, here is the figure review for the Jurassic World Wheatley figure and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Wheatley figure, I should say, and the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Attack Pack Stygimoloch, or Stiggy as he's shortened. So Stiggy is here, Wheatley is here. So getting the packaging out of the way first. They both come in very similar style packaging. The only difference is the Attack Pack one is slightly larger, but overall design is exactly the same. You have Owen with blue down in the bottom left. You have Stygimoloch's name and you have Wheatley's name. It says posable. It doesn't have the posable thing on Wheatley's box, and when you flip it around to the back of the box, it shows absolutely nothing about the figure or the dinosaur. I think the American versions of these card backs actually show images still, but these European ones have no images and just has a whole bunch of legalese, legal mumbo jumbo in different languages, and then a small bit about the dino scan for the Stiggy. So that's it for the packaging. Onto the figures themselves. So I'll just bring in the tape measure for Wheatley, and he stands just a little hair under 3 3/4 inches. He's a slight bit higher than a regular one because he's wearing a cap. But they are designed to be 3 3/4 inch. And the Stygimoloch, actually if I just move the legs all the way up on it, you can kind of raise it up a good bit higher. So height wise it's just around a little under the 4-inch scale, and for length from nose to tail is, it's a bit off camera I think, just nearly around 7 inches. Both are articulated. I'll go into the dinosaur first because he's fairly simple. He's basically, he has a joint at the head that can go up and down. He does have a ball joint so it can move around. The one thing that is kind of annoying is it is kind of, you can't really get a straight on look. It's not a standard ball joint in the sense that you can pivot side to side. It just goes on the peg. It's more of a swivel actually than a ball joint, sorry. And then you got swivels in the arms that can go 360 on one side. It can't do full 360 on the other because the body is curved. And then you have the position in the legs. Then for those of you who collect the scan, that is the scan for Stiggy. And then the tail does actually rotate, even though it probably would have made sense just to have it glued in place because it doesn't do anything when it rotates. It just looks like the dinosaur is misformed. But you do have the positioning for standing up the dinosaur on that, and you can do kind of a, you can put it all the way down to have kind of a head ramming kind of pose as well. So onto the articulation for Wheatley. He has the standard ball joints on the shoulders, can go around up that much, ball joint on the head, single jointed elbow with a little bit about 90 degree, just maybe hair off 90 degree bend, and a swivel. Nothing in the wrist still, unfortunately, which is a detriment to this character because, or a detriment to this figure because he has a weapon that would be perfect for two-handed holding, which is this rifle here, which I'll get into in a minute. He can do splits that much. It is a bit hindered on the side with the weapon, the holster pistol. And you have a single jointed knee that get 90 degree bend, and there's a rotation, and there's nothing in the ankles. So he does come with 2 accessories. Technically I would call it 1 accessory because it's, well, it all connects together to form 1 accessory, but it is 2 accessories. You have this rifle bag and you have the rifle that goes into it. It comes separate in the package. It's actually in his hand. The rifle is in his hand in the packaging, but the the bag is open like that, and you can see there's all the dinosaur teeth, and he has the pliers. Now, I know the film is dropping soon. It's not much of a spoiler, so he does in the film collect dinosaur teeth, and it is pretty much a kind of he is more of a throwaway character compared to the likes of Pete Postlethwaite's character in Jurassic Park: Lost World. He's a bit of a Wheatley is just like, here I'm the guy that leads all these guys and the mercenaries, and that's it. You don't really get much of more of a backstory than that. And he just seems to be a bit of a to put it lightly, he's just a bit of an a-hole of a character. So he does have the gun, and you can fit it into his hand. He doesn't hold it with the trigger finger, he just holds it in his hand. The trigger fingers don't, the actual trigger fingers don't really have much clearance for him to hold it by the trigger, but you can get into both hands. You can kind of squash it into this one a bit better than the opposite hand, but it does come in that hand with packaging. And as I said, if they had given him wrist swivels, it would be really good, because he could actually wield it two-handed instead of just being able to hold it with the one hand. So he's a nice figure. Don't get me wrong, he's an okay figure. He's pretty much a generic character. You could probably get a couple of them, repaint him. Here he is with the generic mercenary, and here he is with Zia. So you can see the different scales. Zia is a bit smaller than the rest of them, but and then just for size comparison for the Stiggy, just move these off to the side. Here is Stiggy with the this is the 6-pack, Legacy 6-pack Raptor that does the launch gimmick. So as you can see, it does the leap gimmick. It's basically a repaint of the Legacy collection, kind of yellowy Raptor, but it's done in a more brown, which is kind of like a nod to the original Kenner Raptor, kind of dark brown with the dark, kind of a tan with dark brown stripes. And then just for another size comparison, here is the Legacy I can never pronounce the name. It's the Packy Rhinos. It's not Packy Rhinosaur, because that's the Ceratopian one, but it's the other Packy one. But there is that. And as you can see, Stiggy is actually quite smaller than it, because you can barely see him behind it on screen. So he's quite a smaller kind of dome head, similar species dinosaur. So he has the kind of dome head with the horns coming out the side. But all in all, quite nice figures. I do like the Stygimoloch. There is two versions of it. There's a battle damage one, which unfortunately we don't have any of the battle damage stuff over here. I think you can order them on Amazon, but it's hit and miss whether they'll actually supply you with them. I've ordered a few things from Amazon .co.uk over here, because I'm in Ireland, and they've cancelled the order, saying that they've been unable to get supplies for stuff. So I ordered the Zia figure on .com, and I actually by accident ordered it on the .co.uk, but the one in .com got supplied, so that's how I ended up with the Zia figure. And Wheatley was from .co.uk, so he was in stock there. But other than that, it's hit and miss what you can get through Amazon, unless you're willing to pay third-party prices, which are usually insane and ludicrous, and completely, like, nearly a 200 or 200% markup on the standard price. So aside from my waffling, I hope you enjoyed my video review for Wheatley, or Wheatley, I think he's pronounced. It's Ken Wheatley, and the Stygimoloch. Do recommend picking them up if you can, but just try not get price gouged while doing so. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review, and as I say my reviews, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.